Hello! So today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to be streaming, making a character for Iron Kingdoms Requiem. It's a 5e supplement of Iron Kingdoms, and it's really cool. And yeah. I haven't made a character before. I have, like, kind of made one, sort of. Actually, I should probably do this. Okay, it asks, cool. Okay, so first things first is I need to minimize stuff. So I'll be using my screen and get some things open. I'm going to be making a human warcaster. Because then we get to play with a bunch of mechanics and it'll be lots of fun. And I want a few tabs open, so I'm going to duplicate this a couple times. Jump that down there. Up. Yeah. Actually, I want this one down here. And I want this one up here. Yeah. Now I got myself all set up so I can begin the journey. First I want to look at races, I think. Just so I can see what humans get and then start writing that down. So my class is Warcaster. Race is human. Alignment is lawful neutral, probably. Okay, let's see. Age, alignment, size, speed, languages. Alright, so I'm gonna be a Cator human. Cator, because I like Cator. I'm probably pronouncing that horribly wrong, but they are my favorite. We're going to ignore this because we'll be going back to that later. Actually, go to that now. Because essences. I'm going to move this one over here. And I'm going to shove this over here. There we go. Because my phone is like right over here. And so I actually can't see this corner of the screen. Maybe that's a bad setup on my end, but it's too much work to change it right now. Because I don't have space. Yeah, looking at human, catter, let me get legacy of the north. Animal handling, athletics, intimidate, and survival. I'm gonna go with athletics and intimidation. Intimidation and athletics. Iron will have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. I can put that here, maybe? It's gonna get really busy, though. Yeah, I'll put that there. So Iron will. Advantage on saves against fright. And then Northern Resilience, you gain a +2 bonus to Constitution checks and Constitution saving throws. +2 to con checks and saves. And that's all that. Now I'm going to go into my essence. Where do I put essence? Height, weight, eye, skin, hair, character name, character appearance, symbol, adventuring company, backstory, treasure. That's all Warjack stuff. I'm gonna put it in player name. Because you guys know me, right? And if you don't know me, then hi, I'm Epiphani. Intellectual, mighty. Potent strikes, use critical hit with melee weapon attack. You can roll. Hold that thought. Okay, I'm going to actually no, I can do this and go forecaster. Weapons. They get simple weapons, simple firearms, battle axes, great swords. I'm going to start with a mechanical simple weapon or a mechanical pistol. 2 daggers, and simple weapons. I might go with firearms. Which means agile might be better. Bending and prone, you can move up to 5 feet. Deft, you have advantage on dexterity acrobatics and dexterity sleight of hand checks. Mechanical simple weapon. I broke it. I broke it. Where'd it go? There we go. Here. Here. And there. Yeah, I want to look at equipment. Mechanica. Although I guess I want to look at like simple weapons first. Yeah, I just gotta move my head over. That. Here, I'm gonna move this a little bit. How much can I move this? Ugh. There, still a bit out of the way. I could have a coal shovel. That'd be fun. Well, this is just my starting equipment. How much starting gold do I get? $638 gold, because I'll be making her at... Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll be making her at level 5. I'll be going for 658. Gold pieces. So I could probably get like a better weapon. So I guess I won't worry about this too much. Yeah, in that case I'll go for proficient in battle axes and great swords. So I'll go for a great sword because I like great swords. Which means I'll go for mighty, I think. Because gifted is nice because it has magic, but I don't really want to focus on magic for this character idea. And I want to showcase more with the Mechanica stuff. So I'm going to go mighty. So with that, my strength, dexterity, or constitution score increases by 2. I'm going to buff up my strength. Potent strikes. When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die or drop the lowest result, and drop the lowest result. Powerful build, you can just one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the amount you can push, drag, or lift. Good. Strikes. When you crit with a melee attack, roll 1 additional weapon die. Where am I failing here? Damage die and drop the lowest. Powerful build. Count as one size larger when determining carrying capacity and drag, push, and lift hooks. All right. Now, all right, I didn't put this in. Now I'm going to determine my ability scores. I'm going to use the standard array. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. I'm going to put my 15 in intelligence. I'm going to put my 14 in strength, so that would be bumped up to 16. I'm going to put my 13. 13 and 12 will go into dexterity and constitution because I need that, and I'll probably go for higher dexterity. Or I might grab a feat that boosts constitution. I don't know yet. We can fiddle with this as we go. Wisdom will be 10, and charisma will be 8 because we're not very friendly. We're a far northerner. We're rough and tumbly, and we're gruff and miserable. And that's that figured out. So now I need my background. Backgrounds. I know exactly what... Oh, it's broken. I know exactly what background I want. As it loads. Grey Lords. Constitution or intelligence increases by 1. We're going to bump up intelligence to 16. Skill proficiency, arcana, and your choice of nature or survival. I'm going to go for arcana and then survival, I think. Languages, one of my choice. I didn't check my languages for being human. I guess we'll do that later. Where are languages? Oh, here. Furline cloak. Put that in my equipment. Fur 9 coat. Staff inlaid with Greylord runes. fine clothes. And a pouch containing... Actually, I don't need to write that down. And a coin pouch. And we can just add 5 gold pieces to this, which bumps it up to 6. 3. Hello, Matt. And a bot. Yeah. Let's see. Feature chapter house. Feature chick training. Thankfully, I have this. Grey Lord's Covenant maintains public chapter houses in most significant cargo towns and secure facilities in the major population centers. Nations at GM's discretion. You can contact one of these locations or request reasonable aid if you are in good standing with your. I'm gonna add that to down here. Chapter house. At the GM's discretion, contact a chapter house while in towns. Well, then, significant. Orion towns. And request reasonable aid if you are in good standing with the organization. And then add the spells on the Uchnik training spells table. Spell has to have your spellcasting class. Okay, I don't learn these spells automatically. They're just on my list. Okay. No, for my personality trait. My elegy to Cador and my Empress is undying. People find me distant and cold, but I am watching and listening to everything. Offer me a mystery or riddle to grab my attention. I've strived to excel at everything I put my mind to. Failure is the best teacher, but it is harsh and unforgiving. I am deeply concerned about the welfare of my comrades and will do anything for them. Yeah, it's just for the means, and I will not waver in my duty. I require all available information about a situation before I commit to a course of action. I'm going to go for... my loyalty to the Empress is undying. And... I like number 3. Offer me a mystery or a riddle to grab my attention. You can... There we go. And I can remove the dash up here. Ideal. Nation. My nation and its people are all that matter. Security. There is no place too high to keep the Empire safe. Oh, no price too high to keep the Empire safe. I like that one. Influence. The higher I rise in the ranks of my order, the more significant I say in its future. Law adherence to the law is the only thing that keeps civilization united. Discipline, because of my arcane power, I must maintain a strict code of personal conduct. Secrets, everyone is hiding something, but I'm going to go for... adherence to the law. Bond. I am beholden to the patron who sponsored my training. I am bound by duty to bring a fugitive my chapter house to justice. I work to be seen as a hero to my people. A comrade died so that I might live. I work to honor that sacrifice. I learned a dark secret, must keep it hidden. I have a lost love whose heart I hope to reclaim through right deeds. I like this one. This one's a very compelling thing for GMs. I am bound by duty in the fugitive of my chapter house justice. Blah. Chain of command is to be obeyed, which, whether I agree or not, I cannot abide insults to my integrity or honor. I find solace only in the bottom of the bottle. I am exceptionally harsh judge of character, mine included. Abilities make me superior to others. Trusting others is nearly impossible to me. I like this one, because that can bring conflict. Chain of command. To be obeyed. I can't spell. And nice background. Alright, so now we go to class. I guess I will add my equipment. Mechanical whack. Simple melee weapon. I'll go for 2 daggers. And a soldier's pack. So at first level, you discover an innate ability to mentally extract and control steam jet cortexes. Your intuitive connection to the arcane also enables you... Wait, what? Oh, I see. Your intuitive connection to the arcane also enables you to bond with other mechanical devices, thereby providing vessels for your channeled power. You can attune to a mechanical weapon or suit of spellcaster armor. Attuned to the magic item by spending an action in physical contact with the item rather than a short rest. Alright. Magic. That would be this one's new. See, normally if I had to like look up magic, I'd just open up a new tab and just go crazy, but I want this to be presentable. And so I don't kill anybody with how many tabs I have open at once. Warcaster spells. Ah! I actually needed that open still. Need this. I think I passed it. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. All right. Forecaster magic. Let's do that real quick. For 5th level, we have 4 focus points. Spellcasting ability, intelligence. Yep, these are. I gotta calculate them in 5e. DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus. Sorry, proficiency bonus. 3. So 8 plus 3 plus my intelligence modifier, which currently is plus 3. That might change because we have a level up to do, but we'll do that later. Because I might take a feat. So 8 plus 3 plus 3. 8 to 11. 14. I'll do Warcaster and then Harpix Points. And then known spells. Cantrips known is 2. No. 3. I'm gonna go with Arcane Bolt. Watching this is kind of like Eldritch Blast. Oh, this we have Frost anyways. Sense Cortex, I want to see that one. Sense Cortex. When you cast a spell, you immediately become aware of the presence and grade of each active mechanical cortexes in your control range, and you know whether each of these cortexes is protected by a cortex lock. You cannot detect the presence of inactive steamjacks and other constructs that do not use cortexes. Arcane Bolt is kind of our offensive cantrip, so we don't really need Ray of Frost. But I will take Sense Cortex. True Strike is kind of poop in 5e. I'll do Light. And then how does zoning spells work? Create a list of Warcaster spells that are available for you to cast, choosing from the Warcaster spell list. When you do so, choose a number of Warcast spells equal to your intelligence modifier plus your Warcast level. Minimum of 1 spell. The spells must be of a level no higher than what's shown in the Warcaster table's maximum spell level column for your level. You can change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest. Preparing a new list of Warcaster spells requires time spent in meditation, reflecting on arcane formula. At least 1 minute per spell level for each spell on your list. So they're kind of druids with how they prepare their spells. They don't know their spells, they just prepare them. So that's interesting. So I don't need to worry about this too much. Actually really cool. That means they're very flexible. The highest spell I can cast right now is 3rd. Alright. Control range. That's something I need to know, so I'm going to put that. Orange. Max focus points. Times 10 feet. Equals 40. Bond. Starting at 1st level, you discover... Alright, don't want to write that down yet, because it changes depending on your subclass. Running out of room already. Second level, you learn how to channel the raw arcane energy to not only augment the considerable powers of your mechanical weapons and armor, but also boost your own combat abilities. You can spend focus points for one of the following effects. Attack bonus, you can spend 1 focus point when you make an attack with a bonded mechanical weapon to make the attack roll with advantage. You can spend any number of focus points after you make an attack with a bonded mechanical weapon to deal an extra 1d8 weapon damage. Really good. If you're wearing bonded Warcaster armor, when you take damage, you can use your reaction and spend 1 focus point to reduce damage by an amount equal to double your proficiency bonus. As a bonus action turn. Alrighty. Now we're going to make a controller. Alright, I got bonus proficiency with mechanics. Okay. First level, I can make minor repairs. When you finish a long rest, you can restore a number of hit points equal to your intelligence modifier to move on to Steam Jack and in control. That's not much, but I also know that repairing Steam Jacks is a pretty hefty thing to do. Replace your bond with a mechanical weapon with the Steam Jack bond, which works as described in the Steam Jack bond feature. Steam Jack does not count toward the total number of items you have attuned with. So I basically get attunement with a free bar jack. And I can replace my free attunement as a level. And again, clap that Steam Jack, and I'm going to slap these stats into here. Clapped out. I guess this is Jesus. Clapped out. I'm gonna call him Jack Jack. He is medium. Where do I put size in this game? Cortex. Steam Jack Forces allows it to understand basic commands from the controller. Baron. Armor class 12. Hit points. 28. Wow, doesn't line up. So tiny. Speed 30 feet. And 16 strength, 10 dex, 20 con, 5 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 1 charisma. Plus 3, 0. Alright. Damage immunities to poison and psychic. It's already there. Charmed, frightened, paralyzed condition. Technically, he's worse off than standard because he doesn't have exhaustion or petrified resistance. Drives, some stuff I need. Opt out. Steam Jack cannot take the dash action or the disengage action. At the end of a turn in which the Steam Jack rolls a 1 on a skill check or an attack roll, Steam Jack is stunned until the end of his next turn. Oof. They're kind of stinky. Out. What is stunned in 5e? Oops. Stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak. Oh, and can speak only falteringly. The character automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Oof. And they can't take actions or reactions. Wow. Stinky. Stinky bot. Steam Jet requires cold and water to function. When not in combat, the warjack can function for 7 hours with 200 pounds of coal and fresh water. 200. And 7 hours? For 1 hour with its full fuel load, if the steam jack's coal and water are not refilled at the end of this time, the steam jack has 1 level exhaustion at the end of each minute. Weapon attack, 3 plus my proficiency bonus to hit. See, that's where he gets kind of actually good. Plus 3, plus 3. I don't think that's where I put that. Yes, yeah, plus 6 to hit. Fine. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Quinn? Hit 1d8 bludgeoning damage plus extra damage equal to buff bonus. 28 plus 3 damage. That's not bad. That's good. It's good that you're doing good. I am doing good as well. Let's see, I have a little under an hour left, so I need to hurry up and do stuff. Max focus. Oh, my music's just too quiet. Okay. Into the mechanical stuff. Maybe I'll bump it up to like here. Currently, there's nothing playing. Now there's something playing. I definitely want to make my own character sheet for this, because I like having all of my stuff laid out and knowing where everything is. Yay! The music's working! Need hit points, I need armor. 8 plus con mod. My con mod is 2. Oh, no, 1. So I have 8 times 5. Plus, or not 8 times 5. 8 plus 5 times 5 plus 1 times 5 equals 25 plus 5, 30 plus 8. Make sure you put that up here. And temporary hit points. I have the 8 hit die. So let's check out our equipment, which is down here. So I want a greatsword. Greatsword costs 50. I'm gonna pull up a mechanical weapon. Greatsword, 50 gold. Which is cool. Very cheap. Good. Delivery of 1,000 pounds. Delivery of 2,000 pounds. And our steam jack would need... There were 200 pounds. So, they'd actually need... That only costs 20 gold. That's not bad. Per load. But that's no. We're looking for Mechanica. The gal item has 3 components: housing capacitor, a room plate. Oh, housing, a capacitor, and room plate. Housing shell contains the items. Yes. Don't attack. Weapons, while the capacitor is charges, mechanical weapon is considered a magic weapon. If mechanical weapons capacitor is reduced to 0 charges, attacks with the weapon are made with disadvantage until the capacitor is recharged or replaced. Mechanical armor. Retrofitting. Instead of constructing or buying the housing for a mechanical device, a character can retrofit an existing item, such as a pistol or shield, to serve as mechanical housing. A character attempting to retrofit an existing item must first purchase raw mechanical components for the retrofit. These components cost the same as the original price of the item. Now, I don't know if that means in addition to the item, but I assume it does, because if, say, you loot a longsword, you don't automatically have the raw mechanical components for the longsword. So I'm going to say raw mechanical components 50 gold. Let's get rid of next part. Use the week to modify the retrofitted object. Retrofitting an item requires proficiency with Tinker's Tools. A character can also purchase retrofitting housing, which can save a substantial amount of coin. The cost of retrofitting housing is 5 times the original cost of the non-version of the item. A character can also purchase our retrofitting housing. Curious to see something. Crafting items housing requires a great deal of dedicated time. Most people who want to create mechanical items pay others to construct the housing. The cost of purchasing housing is 10 times the cost of the neighbors of the item in question. Character attempting to retrofit an existing item must first purchase mechanical components. Retrofit. These components cost the same as the original price of the item. Parts it costs a could modify retrofit the item. You can also purchase retrofitting housing, which can save a substantial amount of coin. The cost of retrofitting housing is 5 times the cost of the non-medical version of the item. Does have its drawbacks. Retrofitting items have a clunky and balanced appearance. What if I want to just make great sword? Team power constructs and other advanced technologies have existed in one form or another since the first colossal strode across the field of battle, crushing Orgoth invaders. Runes enable arcane mechanics to create devices that function consistently and are easy to use despite things. Creating the housing from a mechanical item requires materials worth 3 times the purchase cost of a mundane version of the item. Proficiency with Tinker's tools and any tool proficiency is required to produce a normal version of the item. For example, crafting the housing for a mechanical firearm requires proficiency with the gunsmith's tools, while crafting the housing for a mechanical longsword requires proficiency with smith's tools. For every day you spend crafting, you make progress in GP equal to proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier, modified by any applicable features provided by your essence, race, or class. Purchasing housing. Because crafting items, housing requires a great deal of dedication time. Most people who want to create mechanical items pay others to construct housing. The cost of purchasing mechanical housing is 10 times the cost of the mundane version of the item in question. Okay, so this is crafting it. This is buying it. Existing items such as a pistol or shield to serve as mechanical housing. This bit I don't get. Instead of constructing or buying the housing for a mechanical device, the character can retrofit an existing item such as a pistol or shield to serve as mechanical housing. The character attempts to retrofit an existing item must first purchase the raw mechanical components for the retrofit. These components cost the same as the original price of the item. Once a character has necessary parts, it takes a week to modify the retrofitted object. Retrofitting an item requires proficiency with Tinker's tools. Hello! The character can also purchase a retrofitting housing, which can save a substantial amount of coin. Why does this save a substantial amount of coin when it costs 5 times the amount? And this only costs 1 times. Retrofitting is relatively cheap, but it does have its drawbacks. Retrofitting items have a clunky and unbalanced. I'm looking at Iron Kingdoms Requiem. And specifically looking at mechanical weapons and stuff right now. And I am confused because I have a small brain. Okay, so we don't want to retrofit, we just want to make it. So purchasing a housing costs 10 times cost the mundane version of the item in question. So it's 50, 500. I don't think we even have that much coin available. We do, but then we have nothing left. Or almost nothing left. And capacitors can be expensive too. But we do at least start with the mechanical item. What am I doing? Why am I clicking things? Stop, brain. Focus. Don't be a squirrel brain. I lost where I put everything. Only a little bit. What am I doing? I'm trying to figure out my gear. I have a mechanical simple melee weapon. Simple melee weapons are right up here. simple melee weapons. I get a melee one and start. Hand axe. Harpoon. Jack wrench. It's a heavy dude. Oh yeah, I think heavy is yeah. Well, we are not small, so that's fine. I'll go with a jack wrench then for my weapon of choice. Which does 1d8 bludgeoning damage. Mechanical jack wrench. My attack bonus would be 3 plus 3, 6. Damage type is bludgeoning. Bludgeoning. And I'll beat people to death with my wrench. As I do. Yeah, it's a mechanical simple melee weapon. Unless there's like a separate section for... Hold on. Let's actually check. I checked before, but I thought I didn't see one. But maybe I'm just blind. It could be. Nope, those are very specific things. So I start with mechanical weapon, but it doesn't say what runes are on it. Oh, your trusted mechanical weapon includes the housing of the chosen weapon, comes with rune plates inscribed with the bond rune, and is powered by an alchemical capacitor. Okay. It does say. I'm just blind. Alchemical capacitor, crafting time 4 hours. That's what I'm looking for. And what's that do? This special rune is designed to help warcasters bond with their weapons and armor. While an item with this rune is powered, a warcaster can attune to it as an action and can use the focused manipulation feature with the attuned item. Ah. Focus manipulation. That's what it's talking about. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Everything makes slightly more sense. I'm gonna level up. Now. This character isn't complete, but I am learning a lot. And there's another question I have. It's funny because it's like, you know, you make something, or you look at something for like hours and hours on end, And you're like, yeah, I understand this. And then when you actually like write it down, it's like, wait, no, I don't. I don't understand. I have questions. This tells me the crafting time. But what about the charges? Alchemical capacitor, there we go. Power output 3, charges 15, lifespan 1 week. So MGW, we'll call it. Double charges 15, lifespan 1 week. Remaining lifespan 1 week. Oh, I could like mark down charges I've used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't show up the best. It's a little bit more obvious when I full screen it. Alright, so we figured out that bit. Now let's look at warjacks. I doubt I can afford a warjack that isn't a shitty one. I have a boy who tries his best. But I can look at them. Yeah, definitely can't afford any of this. But I could afford upgrading. No, I can't. Because the Ferrum grade is better than the Cuprinum grade. But I can gear him out with some stuff, I think. Yeah, I can gear him out with some weapons. I need to choose with care, because ammo. I like this because this gives like a lot of motivation to go further into the game, because I know a lot of 5e games, there's kind of like that meme of like no one goes above 10th level, while like Steam Jacks are why you should go above 10th level in Iron Kingdoms, because like most of what you can do is so limited until, let's see, level 5e. So at like 7th level, you can start to like afford to do stuff. Because like by that point you can even afford like a stun lance. And like a proper grade cortex. And only a laborjack, but still. But you could go for a cheaper Talon Late Warjack with no cortex. But yeah, I like that it kind of like motivates you to, you know, stick with the game longer, because then you get more access to more warjacks. And of course a friendly DM can just like give players a warjack, but still. It's more fun to make your own. And then it's like on loan kind of thing. And the GM might decide to just eat the warjack. And he's like, but I want my warjack. So it's actually very nice of them to like have you start with your own very shitty warjack, but like still a warjack at least. I actually want to check something in here. Shove you over here. And roll dice. Roll dice and powered armor. So he'd be 1d8 because he is a tiny boy. Actually, he might be this because he's just inefficient. That's funny. Let's see if I can find focus points. That's what I want. Yeah, so he's at 200 pounds at 7 hours. So he's about as effective as a laborjack. It would be interesting that they go for a lot cheaper, because we did the math earlier and it was like 5 gold pieces per... I think it was like 5 pounds? I forget what it was. See, this is where the tab stuff comes in. This is where I start to go crazy and lose track of where I am and what I'm doing. It's already happened once. Adventuring gear? Cool. 40-pound bag, 50-pound bag. That's why. That's what it was. Yeah, so realistically, these prices don't add up, but I think that's just for ease of play. Probably just to make this less burdensome. It's kind of interesting because realistically, if we look at these bad boys, we got the higher end lights, which are at 330 pounds, which would be like, brain is just not doing math right now. Where's our math guy? Help me do basic math. 50 pounds, that'd be 6 purchases of this, which would be 35 or 30. Yeah, I guess it's just being generous. And this is like the more generous rules, because they're designed to be just like easier to track and everything, because instead of having to keep track that I've been running for 6 hours on 200 pounds of fuel, I can just use these. It is much nicer on my simple squirrel brain. So I didn't fully build a character. But I've had fun kind of just like putting concept into or onto paper. And kind of like understanding what all that I'm doing, and yeah, because I find the best way to like learn a system, at least for me personally, is to build a character in it. Because sometimes you might be like me and be like, oh yeah, I totally understand what I'm doing. Like, this makes perfect sense. And then I actually put it to work and it's like, oh, never mind, I'm lost. I'm confused. Please help. And yeah, I definitely prefer my own, like, Google Doc kind of character sheets, because, like, I can just keep... Alright. I can just keep, like, making notes and expanding on it, and I don't need to worry about, like, running out of room and having to scroll things up and down. Running out of room here, so technically have a wrench over here and room here, because these fillable sheets are really nice, but they are limited, just like real sheets. But yes, I would highly encourage checking this game out. It's pretty cheap. I'm actually going to go onto their site, if I can remember. Right up here. Press. And go to store. And accept all cookies because it's consuming my entire screen. Iron Kingdoms. And I guess I will open the chat. And I can just send it in here and paste. No, I don't want to do that. Send it in here. Paste. Ah. No, I don't want to. Why is it not like letting me do anything? Come on. Ah. There we go. Why is it not like letting me do anything? Come on. Ah. There we go. I just hear my own quacking. Not trying to be a duck, but sometimes life just turns you into a duck and you gotta quack. But yeah, I encourage checking it out. It's a very cool game and the people are very nice. The community is very nice and helpful. Especially when I ask questions that feel kind of silly, maybe kind of dumb, like I'm blind. But yeah, I've enjoyed my time with this game, and I look forward to playing it in the future. I still got 9 minutes to do something. So let's look more at my abilities. Okay, so don't have this ability yet. Just have Claptrap and Bond. And power up. So at your 5th level, it's started to return all your bonded steam jacks in your control range, gain 1 focus point. How does... Oh, I remember where that is. Because luckily they have a whole section. Where did my PDF go? Hello? A whole section on steamjacks and forecasters. Warcaster and steamjack under the Warcaster's control are collectively referred to as a battle group. Steamjack and a battle group are under the Warcaster's mental command. A Warcaster can use the focus allocation feature on steamjacks in the Warcaster's battle group and can channel spells through any steamjack with an arc node in the battle group. Steamjacks activate independently of their controller, Warcaster, and take their turns in initiative order. Warcaster must mentally bound to a steamjack in order to add steamjack to the Warcaster's battle group. Bonding with the steamjack requires a Warcaster to attune to the machine as if attuned to a magic item. If the Warcaster must physically touch the steamjack and spend 10 minutes rather than a short rest bonding to it, the Warcaster also must know the Cortex native language and the passcodes for his Cortex locks. Warcaster cannot bond to a steamjack bonded to another character. If a jack that is bonded to a Warcaster recognizes only the Warcaster as its controller and ignores any verbal commands given by a Jack Marshal. Looking for how focus points work. And how giving focus stuff works. Because I know I found it. I know it's somewhere. I just don't know where. Max focus points. How do they gain focus points? Probably in the Cortex. Probably detailed in lowering energy to not only augment powers of your weapons and armor, but also boost your own combat efficiencies and focus points for one's following. Reach 3rd level. You develop the ability to forge lasting bonds with steamjacks. You must touch a steamjack within 10 minutes to forge your bond. You can use this feature to attune to one or more steamjacks, allowing you to One steamjack obeys your commands to the best of its ability and acts on its own initiative in combat, but you determine its actions and decisions. If you are incapacitated in combat, all steamjacks will use backlash. Focus allocation. As a bonus action on your turn, you can allocate focus points to a bonded steamjack and in your control range. The maximum number of focus points you can allocate to steamjack is limited by the quality of its cortex. Which is what we're just looking at. Use turn bond steamjack and in your control range can spend allocated focus points to use the attack bonus, damage bonus, or shake it off effect. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not crazy. We have rules, it's just, you know. Some of it's in the Warcaster class, because that makes sense, because only a Warcaster can allocate focus points. While anybody else who uses a steamjack is a Jack Marshal. And they have their own mechanics. Since the first steamjack was built, there has been a need for those who can control them, whether tasking them to lift massive cargo crates or to charge into battle swinging an axe. Jack Marshals have the necessary training and knack for verbally commanding and instructing steamjacks in a wide variety of attacks. A skilled Jack Marshal can always squeeze greater efficiency and performance out of a jack, accomplishing attacks in a fraction of time and sometimes making the difference between victory and defeat in times of war. Marshalling steamjack. It's a bonus action to give simple verbal instructions to any steamjack the marshal controls that is within 60 feet of the marshal and can hear the marshal. It falls into abilities, deluxe use new ones. So I know that Warcaster Steamjacks have their own initiative and act on their initiative, but do Jack Marshaled Warjacks have the same? Only a single Jack Marshal at a time, unless control of a Steamjack is handed over by its current Jack Marshal to another Marshal. That's scary. One Steamjacks cannot be marshaled and ignore verbal class codes. The Jack Marshal can use bonus action to give simple verbal instructions to any Steamjack. The Marshal controls that are within 60 feet of the Marshal. You can hear the Marshal. Once the Steamjack receives his instructions, it follows them to the best of its abilities. Whether I can successfully command. Apparently. To drive a Jack Marshal must have an intelligence check with DC determined by the grade of Steamjack's cortex. Check succeeds, the Steamjack executes the drive. My nose is really itchy and sore. It's kind of awful. As ordered on his turn, if the check fails, Steamjack can still follow other commands. Must make an action to issue a drive. Steamjack can be affected by only one drive per turn. A bonded Steamjack cannot be issued a drive. And it doesn't say from anybody, it just says cannot be issued. And I think the reason for that is because of, well, let's see. Steamjack takes attack action during his next turn. Yeah, I think it's basically just like the fact that this ability with this ability makes it so that it kind of gives better versions of drives. So being able to do better versions of drives and then do something that's even better, even further beyond, it would be like, Because, yeah, you can use one focus point when you begin an attack with a bonded mechanical weapon to make it. So you can give them advantage. You can give them an extra damage die per point spent. And later on, with this one, they get one focus point every turn for free. There's 6th level bonded Steamjack, and in your control range can spend one allocated focus point to attack twice instead of once. That's what I'm thinking of. Where is it? Starting at 5th level at the start of your turn, all your bonded Steamjacks you control gain one focus point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Attack bonus, which they can spend on their turn. Damage bonus per point spent. And they can use... So they can't use reduced damage, but they can use Shake It Off. And I think the reason why they can't do this one is because all Steamjacks have... resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So it'd be kind of powerful to just be like, oh, you also can reduce the damage further. So that makes sense. Anywho, it is 3 o'clock my time. So I am going to hop off. And hopefully everyone has had a lovely visit here. I have had a lovely time. delving into Iron Kingdoms Requiem. Very impressed with what I've seen for a 5e port. I always have like a love-hate relationship with 5e, but this has definitely given me a very lovey relationship with 5e. It's a very nice system. I didn't even look at like optional stuff yet. We can do that next time. And maybe I'll have Marcy with me, but we'll see. We'll see what her schedule's like, and we'll see what my schedule's like. So, have a good night, everybody. And see you guys next time. Yes. Me calculating if I'm ever going to stream again. It's like, yes, I am. Now you're ready for the like eternal loop of just hello. Because I can't hide this, because I'm just recording my entire desktop. Anyways, bye!